Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Good morning, boys and girls. I was just finishing up one of my son's favorite story, The Three Little Pigs. Because remember, we don't want to just sit there when you're just waiting. Pick up a book and read because we want to make our brain stronger, right? Remember, my name is Mrs. Vang, and I'm so glad that you're able to join me as we practice our letters and our sounds so that we can become awesome readers and writers. So, we have a busy day today, so are you ready to learn? Awesome job. Let's get started. Let's start with our high frequency words. Remember, high frequency words are words that we see most frequently when we are reading and writing. If you know how to read these words without stopping and sounding them out, they will help with your fluency and your comprehension. So let's practice some of the words that we read or that we've learned this week already. Ready? Grab my reading fingers. Help me read my high frequency words. Ready? To, now, your, water, show, and into. Good job, boys and girls. We're going to add 2 more words to our list today. Now, as we practice our high frequency words, I want you to practice reading it with me and writing it and spelling it. So if you have a paper or a pencil nearby, make sure you get those out so that you're practicing writing along with me. If you don't, write it in the air or on a hard surface along with me so that our brain can see it when we're reading it and when we are writing it. Ready? So our first word today is the word done. Help me say it. Done. Good job. Help me spell it. D-O-N-E. Done. Good job. My second word that we're going to learn today is another. That's a long one. Help me say it again. Another. Good job. Help me spell it. A-N-T-H-E-R. Another. Oh, let's try that again. Ready? A-N-O-T-H-E-R. Another. Good job, boys and girls. So now I have 2 sentences for us. Help me try to figure out which one of these words will go into my sentence so that it will make sense. Help me read the first sentence. Ready? The first sentence says, is your work, Let's see. My next sentence says, I wore, top with my pants. Now, if we're looking at the first sentence, it says, is your work, I think the word is done. Is your work done? Because it's a question. You're right. So that makes sense if someone's asking you, is your work done? That makes sense. So that must mean another goes with my second sentence. Let's read it. I wore another top with my pants. That sentence makes sense. Good job, boys and girls. So our 2 new high frequency words are done and another. Good job, boys and girls. So now let's go and practice our listening skills. So turn your listening ears up because I have a fun game again called Same Vowel Sound. This is a game where I'm going to say 3 words. Your job is to find the 2 words that have the same vowel sound. Ready? Let's see if you can find the same vowel sound. Now, if I said the word drag, quack, and bake. Drag, quack, and bake. Which 2 words have the same vowel sound? That's right. Drag says ah, quack says ah. I tried to trick you guys. I didn't get you. But bake says a. So drag and quack has the same vowel sound. Good job. Okay, listen to this set of words. Ready? Now, what if I said stick, stand, stamp? Oh, I'm really making it tricky for you guys. Ready? Stick, stand, stamp. Which two has the same vowel sound? Stand and stamp has the ah. Good job. Stick has the eh. It was tricky because I gave you all the st in the beginning. Did you guys hear that? Okay, last set. You guys are getting really good at this. Ready? Back, make, plate. Ready? Back, make, plate. Which two words have the same vowel sound? Make and plate. Good job. Make says A, plate says A. Awesome job, boys and girls. Now, let's go and practice our focus sound of the week. You're right. And remember, this week we have two sounds. We're working on the A, but we're working on the short A that says A. We're working on the long A that says A. The A says A, but for the long A, we're working with the spelling pattern of a vowel, consonant, silent E, or you might have heard it as a bossy E or the magic E, because its job is to make the vowel say its name, right? Doesn't make a sound. So let's practice writing some or building some words, and we're going to try to build some words with word patterns, because most of the time, if you can spell one word, you can spell many types or many other words. So let's blend my word that I have up here already for us. Ready? This says add, mad. You're right, there was no silent E or bossy E, so it was the A sound. But what if I do put the E? Now it becomes made. That's right, made. Now what if I wanted to add a blend? Oh, let me get my blends. What if I want to add my GR? Now what word does it say? Now it says grade. You're right. What if I add the TR? That becomes, let me move this so you guys can see. Trade. Good job. And what if I add the BL? What's that word? Blade. Blade. Awesome job. But what if I just add the W? What is that? Oh, let me move these. What does that say? Now that says wade. All same spelling pattern. Good job, boys and girls. So remember this week we were learning inflectional endings. And inflectional endings are what we add to the end of a word to change its meaning. We learned that when we add the ED, it happened in the past. We also learned that when we add the ING, it's happening right now. And remember those rules that we talked about? When there's a silent E or a boss E at the end, we drop the E before we add ED. Same thing for ING. When it ends, when that vowel has a long vowel, trade, because the bossy E is making it say its name, we drop the E before we add ING. So this becomes trade, trading. But when it's a short vowel with a consonant, remember that rule, we need to double the consonant before adding ED. Nap, napped, and nap, same thing when we're adding the ING. Short vowel, consonant, double the consonant before we add the ING. Nap becomes napping. So let's practice that with our word that we built earlier, wade. Oh, here we go. Ready? So here's my word, wade. What do you see? Do you see that there's a silent E? That's why the A says A. Now if I wanted to add the ED, remember that rule, I just drop the E and I add the ED. Wade becomes waded. Now, if I want to add the ING happening right now, same rule. There was an E. What do I need to do? Drop the E, add ING, wading. Good job, boys and girls. And that's how we practice with our inflectional endings. So I have a story for us to read today. Our story today is called Ned in a Lake. It has our short A that says A, our long A that says A, and today we're going to be working with our intonation. And that just means we're changing the tone of our voice by paying attention to the punctuation. So if it's just a period, we're just going to read it regularly. If it has a question mark, then we'll read it with the tone of our voice going a little bit higher at the end. And if it's an exclamation, we'll read it with more feelings. So practice helping me read with intonations. Ready? With our intonation. Ready? This is a story called Ned in a Lake. Ned sits in a big lake. The sun is hot. Ned can jump in the lake. Ned can take a pet pup. The pup can swim in the lake. Ned and pup jump and swim. Ned can see Dave and Kate. Dave and Kate jump in the lake. Ned and pup swim with Dave and Kate. Good job, boys and girls. Did you notice there was all periods? Not a great start to practice the intonation, but a good learning, right, boys and girls? Now, tonight I want you to make a list of all the words that rhymes with lake. Think about what rhymes with lake. We've already built some of them, like lake, rake, Blake, right? Those are all rhyming words. But I want to ask you, as I was reading, I hope you were listening, because I want you to answer some of my questions, some comprehension questions. So if I said, who did Ned take to the lake? Who did he take with him? Ned can take his pet pup. And here's my word take with the A. Good job. And who did Ned see at the lake? Did you see it in my story? Who did he see? It's right here. Good job. Ned can see Dave and Kate. And look here. Dave has the A and Kate has the A. Good job. Oh, does Kate rhyme with lake? Oh, they do. So add that to your list tonight, boys and girls. Kate and lake rhyme. Oh, wait. Nope, we can't add it. You're right. Kate says Kate. Lake says Kate. Lake. You can't add it. Oh, let's see. I don't think we have a word in here, but we did spell lots of words this week that rhymed with lake. Good job, boys and girls. Working with our intonation as we are practicing reading. So we did a lot of learning today, boys and girls. Remember, we practiced building some words. We practiced our inflectional endings with the ED. That means it's happening in the past. Or I like to say in the past. And ING, that's happening right now. Good job. Lots of learning today. So remember, when something gets hard, what do we say? I am smart. We say, I can do it, and I'm awesome, and Mrs. Vang believes in you, because I do. So until next time, boys and girls, I'll see you back here with me, hopefully tomorrow. Come back tomorrow and learn more with me. Bye-bye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.